Welcome to the Destiny Keys, Life Purpose Astrology with Ahimsa Grace, astrology teacher and spiritual space holder. We look at the stars and we know things.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sagittarius season. We survived Scorpio season, yes, or as I like to call it, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio season. And now we step into Christmas party season. So finally, Sagittarius season has arrived. Scorpio season was so intense, but now it is time for us finally to leave the lessons of the last 3 months behind, the patterns that came up, the shadows that were revealed to you. They were there, they were revealed so you could be free. So it's time to let it go. Now, Sagittarius season isn't without its challenges. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. So Sagittarius season feels like a breath of fresh air after 3 months of becoming aware of people pleasing, procrastination, codependency, narcissism, anxiousness. There's been so much coming up, and Saggy season takes that and transmutes it so that you can go towards the stars. That is what the Sagittarius symbol is all about. You've got the beast, and then you've got the man, and then you've got the bow and arrow. So it's like man trying to extricate himself from his beast-like nature and go towards the stars. It's our quest for spirituality, our quest for meaning. So there are a couple of retrogrades that I must prepare you for in Sagittarius season that make it a little less easy and fun than we'd like it to be. But once you know these things are happening, you can work with the energies rather than fight with them. So this episode is for you as you heal yourself, as you hold space for others, to understand what's happening, why it's happening, how long it's going to let go on for, and what to do so you can not only survive, but thrive through each astrological season. So I'm going to share with you the astrological sign of Sagittarius. So there's a high road and a low road to every sign, and it's every sign is in you, it's in me, it's in everybody. So the high road of Sagittarius is adventure, it's philosophy, it's spirituality, it's religion, but done in a positive, healthy way. It's fun, travel, learning, teaching, expanding. But there's a low road to Sagittarius too, and that is dogma. That is that things need to be a particular way. People need to be a particular way. Shoulding, it should be like this, it should be like that. Life should be like this, you should be like that. Sagittarius can have a definite way of how everything and everyone should be. It can also be obsessed with that aiming for the stars, with leaving behind the beast-like nature. But we must focus on the body because that's part of our incarnation. We can't just go towards the stars because the body will let us down. We need this vessel as part of our experience in the experience of life, really. So let's explore how to use these energies for the next 30 days and rise above 3 months of challenges that we've just had so that you can expand in every way: mind, body, soul, and use the lessons as rocket fuel for your journey to the stars without neglecting the body and the material realm as well. And I'm going to let you know about 2 retrogrades that are coming up. These are going to slow you down, maybe. They're maybe going to cause delays. But as long as you know they're coming and know they're happening, you're not fighting those delays. You get to use them because they're happening for you for a reason. I'm also going to share what you may wish to intend and surrender on the new moon and on the full moon, with rituals and affirmations to really anchor into the energies of the moon in Sagittarius season. So we have just survived the toughest 3 months of the astrological year. Every year, as summer comes to a close, it's really easy to feel low in energy, low in mood, maybe tearful, maybe overwhelmed, maybe anxious. And of course, this can be to do with the lack of sunlight, absolutely, but it's also related to astrology. So up to mid-August, we're in Leo season. That's quite a high vibe, high energy sign. Then we go into August and September. That's Virgo. That can show you where you're in worry, anxiousness, and procrastination. Then September and October was Libra season. That can show you where you're in perfectionism, codependency, people pleasing. Then we go into Scorpio season, October, November. That's showing you the shadow. That's showing you the underbelly of what's behind all of this. And quite often you're going to see narcissistic patterns in yourself and others, or others, so that you can start to bring healing to that. You may see things that you didn't see before, and they may be related to that anxiousness. They may be related to that people pleasing. So the Scorpio may be a difficult month, but it shows you how to heal all the stuff that you've seen on a really, really deep level. And then mid-November to mid-December, we're finally in Sagittarius season, which is Christmas party season. It's learning, it's teaching, it's having fun, it's traveling. So every month has its gifts, and the gift of Sagi is to rise from the Scorpio shadow as a divine, sovereign, free human and spirit. That's the gift of Sagittarius. And it just feels so nice. So we've all got Sagittarius traits. Have a little think with which ones align with you. Is it the adventure, storytelling, jack of all trades, fun, learning, teaching, spirituality? Is there any of that dogma in you as well? Like, this is the way life should be. This is how everyone should be. Have you experienced, or do you find yourself lecturing other people because they're not good enough as well? That can be kind of Sagittarius. Are you seeing it in other people? So as the sun shines over Sagittarius for the next 30 days, bear these things in mind. See where they're coming through for you. See where you see them in other people as well, because the things that annoy us in other people are something that needs attention within ourselves. Maybe you don't allow yourself to do it. Maybe you do it and you pretend to yourself that you don't because you don't like it. So it can be really revealing for you. Now we've got two retrogrades in Sagittarius season. One is Mercury and one is Mars. So people worry about Mercury retrograde. There's really nothing to be worried about. It can cause miscommunications, it can cause delays, it can cause difficulties in commerce. But again, it's showing you something. And this awareness of the Sagittarius is really going to help here because Mercury retrograde is in Sagittarius. So it begins on the 26th of November. Here's a date for your diary, and ends on the 15th of December. So the whole thing is in Sagittarius season, and Mercury is in Sagittarius season for the whole of the retrograde. So a retrograde is a turning within and a slowing down, which is why it can cause miscommunications. Mercury is about communication. It can cause us to question the way that we communicate, question the way people communicate to us and how it feels. It's also to do with travel. It's also to do with work. So it slows those energies down and it shows us what's going on within ourselves. So thinking about travel, thinking about work, thinking about communication, and then thinking about those Sagittarius traits. Do you communicate in a condescending way, in a lecturing way? Do you communicate in an expansive way that allows people to grow and learn? Are you always learning from your communication? Because there's always more for us to learn. So the miscommunications in Mercury, they'll happen in a particular house for you on your chart. We go into that more in Astrology Club. But just the sign for now and the energy of Mercury, what might that bring up for you? It's good to have a little reflect. It's good to have a little think and put the dates in your diary. And then when there's miscommunications in the workplace, or you're stuck in traffic, or your train or plane is cancelled, you can just have a little think. Are you saying, oh, it should be like this? It should be like that? How are you in your communication with other people during those times? Are you lecturing them? Are you teaching them? Are you learning from them? All of that is so Sagittarius, Mercury retrograde. You're welcome. And then we've got Mars retrograde. So Mars retrograde begins on the 6th of December and then it goes all the way through to the end of February. So 6th of December for the rest of Sagittarius season, Mars is retrograde. Now, this is the big one, combined with Mercury for sure, but the big one where we may encounter delays because Mars is how we drive forward. So retrograde is slowing us down in that driving forward energy and making us reflect in ourselves. How do I drive forward? How do I get what I want in life? And you can reflect on those things. So again, if you know what house it's in for you, you can see what life area this may impact you. For me, it's my 11th and 10th houses. So Leo is the leader. Leo can be kind of prideful. Leo can be kind of mean. Leo can be kind of lazy. So when you go after what you want in life, can you be a bit mean? Can you be a bit prideful? Can you be a bit lazy? Leo is also seen and heard. Like, are you loud and proud and putting yourself out there exactly the way that you are and loving yourself through it? Because that's the high road of Leo. That's what life is encouraging you to step into with that going after what you want energy. Mars retrograde is also going to be in Cancer. So Cancer is the sign of the mother, it's the nurturer. So when you are driving forward, are you loving and nurturing with the people around you? When you are going after what you want, do you make time for self-care as well? So those may start to come up for you too in Sagi season, Capricorn season, Aquarius season. Like this is an ongoing theme for you just to be aware of. The final retrograde I want to touch on is Neptune. So Neptune has been retrograde for a little while, and Neptune retrograde ends on the 7th of December. So the day after Mars goes retrograde. So I'll just touch on this very briefly. So Neptune is about intuition and it's about illusion. So you may have been doing work over the past few months, inner work, on your intuition, on your emotions, on illusions in your life. Maybe you're in illusions about certain things. For me, this will impact me in my 6th house. So I know what life area that is as well. So it's going to go direct, which means that the inner contemplation you've done around illusion, intuition, and emotions, you're now going to be able to make those changes in the external. So that's talking about your intuitive knowings. That's holding space for others emotionally because you've done your emotional work. Things like that might manifest because Neptune is Pisces energy. So this is very, very psychic, emotional sign and a very psychic, emotional planet. Okay, so they're the main retrogrades I wanted to talk about with Sagittarius season. Let me know in the comments how they feel for you. And as we navigate the month, how they manifest for you. So we've got a new moon and a full moon in Sagittarius season. And Sagittarius season ends with the winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere or the summer solstice in the Southern Hemisphere. So the new moon in Sagittarius is the 1st of December. So this is intention setting around these Sagittarius energies. Now, the new moon and the full moon, with Sagittarius being a fire sign, it can be really nice to light a candle. Or maybe if you've got a fire pit or something, it could be really nice to have a fire. On these really cold, wintry evenings, sitting around the fire can feel absolutely gorgeous. So we're setting intentions around the Sagi energy. What do you want to learn? Do you want to start teaching what you've learned now? Are you ready to start spreading the word of the spiritual stuff you've been diving into? It's about taking our spiritual journey even deeper than ever before by expanding. So if there's something new you want to learn, this is a great time to intend it. If there's something exciting that you want to do, this is the time to set that intention so that you can do it. So setting intentions around learning, setting intentions around teaching, adventure, expansion. That's the energy of that. And you can just sit around the fire and you can say, you know, what you are intending. You can bring some dance into it as well. Like fire just wants to move. So yeah, you can just really soak up those energies. A great crystal for Sagi season, and the Sagittarius energies is turquoise. For me, that's my favorite Sagittarius stone. I have got most of my planets fall in Sagittarius on the chart. I'm very, very strong in the Sagi energy. And then we've got the full moon. So the full moon is the 15th of December. So this is the full moon in Gemini because Sagittarius and Gemini sit opposite each other in the sky and the moon is full. So the Gemini full moon, again, it'll be really nice to have yourself a fire. That's so close to the winter solstice there. So the full moon is a time of letting go. So you may be letting go around the Gemini energies that are holding you back. You may be letting go around the Sagittarius energies that are holding you back. So Gemini is related to being very changeable. It can be around being two-faced. It can be putting up with people who are two-faced, where you don't know where you stand with them. Again, it's about learning and it's about teaching, it's about networking. Maybe this could be a confidence thing, or it's letting go of the Sagittarius low road, the dogma, the way that things should be, um, lecturing people, or anything that stands in the way of you expanding, adventuring, um, teaching other people and allowing them to expand as well, and anything that's standing in your way of learning. So I love when it comes to the air and fire signs to say aloud what you are releasing on the full moon. And when once you've said your like what you are releasing, you can say what you're replacing it with. So I replace, let's say I release fear of networking. I replace it with confidence in myself. I allow myself to shine. Yeah, I release the way things should be. I embrace accepting life the way that it is. And once you've done that, you can sort of have a list of what you're releasing, a list of what you're intending, tear it in two, and you can safely in the fire pit burn what you're releasing. And when you say it aloud, then it's like those air energies. It's really beautiful way of getting that air energy out there into the universe. And a lovely crystal. I'm not sure what crystal. I think a moonstone is Gemini. My favorite is the pearl for Gemini as well. We do have the solstice at the end of Sagittarius season. I'll touch on that in a moment. So, to go deeper with these energies, to see where they are affecting you personally, what life area it's happening in for you as an individual, you really need to be an astrology club. So, Astrology Club is a beautiful community. We meet every week on Zoom. You can ask questions, and we dive into the astrological energies for the week. You learn to read your chart to see where each full moon, new moon, retrograde, astrological season is affecting you, what house it's in for you. And you learn what life is trying to teach you, how life is trying to help you. No more fighting the energies. No more missing the full moon, like, oh, it happened yesterday. No more realizing that Mercury's been retrograde for a week and you didn't know. So usually Astrology Club is £47 a month, but for a limited time and for a limited number of people, it's just £27 a month. It's an absolute bargain. Or you can do £270 for the year. That's giving you 2 months free. You also get access to the Destiny Keys Vault, which is a collection of astrology classes, including an abundance mini course, a twin flame class, and the previous astrology classes, and an 11-page basic astrology guide. So you can dip your toes into learning to read your chart. So I'll put the link in the description, or just head to ahimsagrace.com/astrology club to join us. I can't wait to see you there. It's absolutely gorgeous, my beautiful community. Now we've got the solstice coming up. That's the 21st of December. So, as I said, in the northern hemisphere, that's winter and the shortest day. And in the southern hemisphere, it's summer and the longest day. So, it's a really beautiful time to pause, to reflect, to contemplate. What did you intend 12 months ago? Did you achieve it? If you didn't achieve it, why not? Was it something that, as it unraveled, it was no longer a part of your plan? Was the timing just not right? Is it something that you want to intend for the years to come? Like, these are really good questions. Maybe write them down. What did you intend 12 months ago? Did you achieve it? If you didn't, why not? This isn't like an accusing, like, why didn't you achieve it? It's like, why not? Like, there's a reason. What was it? I couldn't be bothered. I changed my mind. It was the wrong time. Like, there's always a reason. And then you can set your intentions for the next 12 months. So we've got the winter solstice, and then we've got the spring equinox. And you've got 3 month period there. That is where we lay down the foundation so that when Aries season comes in April, we're ready to move forward. The foundations are laid. So we don't set our intention, then join the gym and do it. No one ever sticks to their New Year's resolution. This is the resolution, and then you start over 3 months to build what you need to build so that you can move forward in Aries season. Okay, it's not like right in the click of a finger. Now I do this, and this. No, there's an integration period for everything. So you're setting your intentions for the next 12 months so that you can start laying the groundwork. Is it going to be a new direction, or is it going to be a continuation of the journey that you are currently on? So there's some really good questions for you. I'm going to go deeper here in my podcast on the 17th of December because that's going to be a lot closer. So for now, there's some questions to sort of consider. And then on the 17th of December, we'll go even deeper here because we'll be right on the cusp of Capricorn. I nearly say Capricorn season. So let me know in the comments which part of Sagi season is the most exciting for you. And I'm going to be back in 2 weeks to go even deeper with these retrogrades and the energies that Sagittarius season is bringing up for us all. So I will see you then. Enjoy these beautiful Sagi energies and don't fight the Mars Mercury retrogrades. And that's an order. All right, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, guys.
This has been the Destiny Keys Life Purpose Astrology with Ahimsa Grace.